This brief presentation is designed to help you, the job seeker, to be aware of the fundamental techniques that you'll need to master to make a success of your job search. For most job seekers, the various stages of their search prove to be quite daunting. It's not uncommon to get lost, sidetracked, or overwhelmed since there are so many factors competing for your attention. The first obstacle to be faced is finding a focus for your job search. Most job seekers aren't entirely sure exactly what they want to pursue, but they hope that they'll be able to figure that out as they go along. They'll see what's out there and hopefully be able to find something that offers some degree of satisfaction. This approach generally does not work very well at all. In fact, it's a great way to get a job that you hate. To make things even worse, the search process takes much longer this way. Thus, mistake number one is beginning your job search without really knowing your end goal. So your search amounts to the scattergun approach. Second, people often find themselves at a bit of a loss when it comes to their resume. Most people aren't wordsmiths to begin with, and when they're trying to recap the last 10, 15, or 20 years of their work history since the last time they were in job search, it's easy to get stuck and end up settling for a resume that you're not really happy with. You figure, well, it'll have to do. Of course, it's not really much of a surprise, is it, when that just okay resume doesn't seem to get any traction in the marketplace. The next obstacle is figuring out the best way to conduct your search. Most people spend all of their time scouring job boards or perhaps working with a recruiter or an agency. They knock themselves out making application after application and can't figure out why, even when the role is one that seems like a perfect match for them, they often don't even get a reply from the company, much less an interview. This, of course, is very discouraging. And when you do manage to get an interview, most people will walk out of that meeting with at least one significant regret, something that they wish they hadn't said, or that they wish they had said, which may have cost them the job. And all that hard work that they put into getting this far goes up in smoke. And they have to start all over again to uncover another interview because they didn't successfully seize the opportunity that was right there in front of them when they had the chance. Again, this is very discouraging. And all along the way, there are pitfalls which threaten your progress, common mistakes which job seeker after job seeker make without even realizing that they've cost themselves dearly in their search. And as a result, they end up backtracking, dealing with stops and starts, so they're unable to generate any real momentum in their search, and they have to deal with the anxiety of watching helplessly as promising leads slip through their fingers. And when they're not even aware of what these mistakes are, well, they're very likely to repeat them. And this needlessly prolongs their search and fuels an already near boiling point level of frustration. When you put all of those things together, it's no surprise that the job search process for most job seekers results in an awful lot of frustration. The latest figures that we have on job search say that the length of the average job search in Canada is a little over 20 weeks, or about 4.5 months. In the US, it's almost twice as bad. Almost 8 months is typical. That's an awfully long time to have to deal with a lack of progress and this kind of frustration and discouragement. The simple fact is that the job search process is a very challenging one. And, well, it's even more difficult when you don't really know how to go about it. Don't you think it's time to end that cycle of frustration? Wouldn't it be great if you knew all the right buttons to push at every stage of the process? Some studies will suggest that having professional career search help will save you up to half of the time that you can expect your job search to take, not to mention sparing yourself the frustration that generally goes along with the process. Well, take heart. Career Now offers a variety of job search services to help you each step of the way. We offer a collection of 5 critical e-learning modules covering the key topics that we've been talking about in the last few minutes. And because this information is provided via e-learning interaction, you can adjust it to your schedule without having to make appointments or wait for an available seat like in some career transition programs. 24/7, It's all available and at your fingertips. When you're ready to go, so are we. And best of all, instead of costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars like conventional programs, you get the benefit of decades of career transition experience at no charge whatsoever. That's right, no strings attached. All of these e-learning modules are available to you for free. If you feel, though, that you would like some more personal assistance, we have other services available at a very reasonable fee. Personal coaching, for example. When you want to talk things through with a certified career consultant just to make sure that you're not missing anything in your approach, and of course for reminders on best practices and pitfalls to avoid. We also have resume services at 2 different levels depending on your needs. Resume editing services offer a one-to-one approach in crafting your resume. So if you need a little more hands-on assistance than what you'll get in the resume building e-learning module, for example, it is available to you. On the other hand, if you've already got a resume that you're fairly happy with, our resume polish service might be more appropriate. We'll take your existing document and apply our formatting and wordsmithing skills to make it really shine. And as well, we can help you to craft that winning cover letter to make you stand out from the competition as well. Make your move today to end the frustration of job search. Instead of having no career direction, you'll have a clear and focused goal, and you'll find that results come much more readily, and the subsequent steps in the process become easier too. Instead of getting stuck trying to write your resume, you'll have a document that really gets you noticed. And instead of waiting by the phone wondering why no one is calling, you'll be making connections and setting up meetings that are really going to get you somewhere. And when you land that interview, instead of walking out with regrets, seize that critically important opportunity when it is uncovered. And all the while, identify and avoid those common pitfalls so you can continue to make progress, not having setback after setback, but success after success. You put all of those things together, and instead of the frustration that most job seekers experience, you will get results in your search, and in all likelihood, get those results faster. So, what are you waiting for? Whatever services are of interest to you, all you have to do is click on the register button to get started or to learn more details. And of course, you're always welcome to give us a call for more information. Thanks for listening. We're looking forward to hearing from you and working with you on your career transition.